gaming. So a lot of people are still complaining about Sony making multiplayer games. Marathon is going to flop. Listen, you do realize the top 10 games in gaming are mostly multi-plat games. Call of Duty is $1 billion game that makes money every single year. It's a multiplayer game. So you guys spoke with your wallet that you want multiplayer games. So why wouldn't Sony make multiplayer games? Because they're trying to look for gold. They're trying to look for a game that's going to keep having you come back for more and keeps giving Sony more money. They're never going to stop multiplayer games as long as you keep buying them. And as long as those games are still continue to be a success. So for those of you idiots talking about, well, I wanted The Last of Us Fractions multiplayer. No, you didn't. Because if you did, and it comes out, your first thing you would say is, oh, I don't want a Last of Us multiplayer game. A Last of Us is supposed to be a single player game. Naughty Dog needs to go back to doing single player games. Come on. We know that these are all drifting points created by YouTubers that just looking for content to have people clickbait and rage bait over stuff that they don't even really care about. All right? So Naughty Dog not doing multiplayer games is actually perfect. I mean, why wouldn't they? Why would they want to do dedicated multiplayer games? That's not them. Let Bungie do that. You got Intergalactic coming, which is a single player game. So focus on that. You don't need to focus on them doing multiplayer games. That's not their bag. And that's what you asked for, right? You want single player games for Naughty Dog, go out and buy it. And stop complaining that The Last of Us don't get a multiplayer game that you're not going to support anyway. That you're just going to complain and say it doesn't belong to be a multiplayer game to begin with, right? Because we both know you're going to say the game is trash if it came out. You're not going to buy it. You're just using these to drift. You need clicks, you need views. So you're going to come up with these, Sony making The Last of Us or Spider-Man multiplayer. You don't want none of those games to be multiplayer. You want your single player games, and you want those franchises to stay single player, and you will not support those multiplayer. So Sony did a right thing by canceling those. Instead, they're giving you brand new IPs that is multiplayer, like Marathon, and they're going to continue to do that until they hit gold, till they get successful.